are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Hey,
66. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Just what you want on a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the Colts 45-yard line.
20. 58's the mic. Silver, silver. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Watch the out, watch the out. Slam, slam, slam. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Got it. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Wait, 10. Wait, 20. Watching you guys. Blue down.
On first down, Brady. Finding Miller once more, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Quick pass out to Miller. Touchdown! Scotty Miller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 53's the mic. 53.
They'll look to throw here.
It's just me and you.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
In your face. Check it, reload.
To throw again on second down. Brady going deep this time for Miller. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's a party now. It's a party now. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. 58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit. Shift.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Buccaneers' 43-yard
They'll give for Taylor running right side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Ready, set, 53, check 53. You don't want this. Check, 53's mine. Check, 50.
Back to throw here. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing. Mike. Let's go.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Me and you all day.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts have taken the lead. This time the extra point is good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. McCann's got it teed up. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And Fournette with a first down carry as he works his way forward for a nice pickup of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Watch the whip.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 68 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Coming to you.
Fournette on the counter. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Malcolm. 41 mic. 41 mic. Hey, tight down.
Now they'll throw with Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They're running it. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. He don't know no better. Mike 41, Mike 41. Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Bernard will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Shift. Watch the shift. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
Now Taylor. Taylor's got the 1st down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Second and 10.
Hey, we got Mike, number 19. Oh, here we go.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Check your hot read. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 49, check the
They'll let Taylor try and run. And he is in the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Into the secondary, past the 40. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 34.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Fournette, 1st down, still going. And how about that for just running out the clock? The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Bandit. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Throw left side taken in by Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando. We check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now the pitch goes to Taylor, and he goes across the 20 to the 22. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
That's complete. Okuebuna. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
He'll drop to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Joker.
A handoff to Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Completion left side to Miller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Yeah, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Fournette once more on second down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 195 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3's all around. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Mike 41. We got a wedge that, huh? Right here, right here. All right, here we go. Check 50. Slam, slam, slam. Cover.
Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
You want to.
you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Fournette again. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They're going to run this with a tight end. Milton Williams there on the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
58. Round 80. Round 80. I'm coming. Switch. Check. Fresno. Watch out.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, 36 yards. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, come on now. Mike 41. 6 man. Check curls. 40.
Now a play fake. Brady.
Here we go.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long.
tough challenge for Brady and the Bucks. Looking to throw. Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Brady. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Bobby Okereke just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. He'll drop this off for Bernard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before you get to the marker.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 5. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
53's the mic. 53.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. So after the INT, it's Brady. Steps away. It's Miller, complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
41 Mike. Let's go. Check 9, check 9. Check 4, check 4.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well.